fate, karma, or just plain good luck. But one has to wonder what ties Nick Federer must have with the powers in charge of waves and weather, as this year's 2015 Thrust Innovation's Daytona Freeride was once again blessed with great conditions. As always, hundreds of riders from around the U.S. and beyond converged to pound some waves alongside some of the best riders in the world and bask in the relative warmth of Daytona Beach in the wintertime. Pro freerider Pete McAfee was testing out his new Blosian painted Tigercraft.
My first painted ski ever, super stoked on it. Blosian did the paint job. Johnny, he's the man, he's awesome. Best paint jobs out here. Also, one big change that I'm going from is I'm going from a 701 with a B-pipe to a 1000cc DASA, and the power is insane. Actually, I was the only guy, I think, in pro class running the 701, and I was like, there's got to be a reason why all these guys are going with a big motor, so I want to be competitive. I want to see if I can keep up with these guys. So I can't wait to see what happens in 2015, but I think I'm going to go pretty big.
Taylor Curtis, on the other hand, was testing out his new ski with the engine downsized to a 701 for better control and ease of handling. Likewise, it seemed to be working. One of the more interesting experiments of the weekend was with former World Freestyle champ and Richter team owner Rick Roy breaking out and dusting off an old camera mount from the 90s.
I decided to look at what I have left in my garage, and I took my old mount that I was using like 15 years ago that we're putting on the front of the Superjet with a still camera on the side, and I was shooting the picture myself with a button on the bars, and we modified it to fit on the edge, and then we're putting the GoPro at the end, and we're getting some still shots and video shots that are just amazing with the resolution that we get out of those camera. By having the GoPro in this position, you're just with the riders doing the tricks, and we're getting some great footage out of that.
In a major departure from previous years, a formally organized Aquamoto race was held Saturday afternoon, organized by the living legend and aspiring event promoter, Chris the Flying Fish Fischetti. It was basically a run what you brung race. Stand-ups were first to race. In a repeat performance, mirroring his all-out domination of the Motosurf race held at the Blosian Surf Slam, Mark Gomez rode his Richter Edge to the lead. But this race had two major differences from the Surf Slam. This course was twice as long, and this race had twice as many laps. It's important to note that Mark was out there against unrestricted, triple-powered SXRs, and who knows what else in the race. Regardless, Mark was able to pull off multiple backflips and barrel rolls en route to another dominating win, with what we feel was one of the greatest exhibitions of riding skill we have ever seen. For the sport class, Mark was offered to take a new 4-stroke powered Whammer jet out for a test ride for use in the race. Unlike the stand-up race, Mark had to execute a last buoy pass on race leader Brian Baldwin to take the win. Huge congratulations to Mark Gomez, once again showing that he is one of the most versatile watercraft competitors of all time. Also to Chris Fischetti. Anyone that has ever tried to put on a race knows that it ain't easy, so we wish him the best in his efforts. If you would be interested in attending next year's Daytona Freeride, contact Nick through his website, DaytonaFreeride.com, for all of the details.